Coming from Quebec, Kevin Bear. Sponsored by Team Associated, Reedy, LRT, Fukawa, Protoform, Karma, CR Graphics, RC Trim, Makita, and Kicker. Fastest guy on the track through qualifying. He's going to be at the points down by the tape, please. Your number 2 qualifier is Andrew Hardman, coming from Oakville, Ontario, sponsored by Orca, RC America, Heavy, Protoform, ProSpec, KO Provo, and X-Ray. Your number 3 qualifier, Dave Johnson, coming from Detroit, Michigan, BBC Racing, Outlaw RC Motorsports, CRC, Protoform, Radio Post, Red Bull. I can't read that. Rockstar Paint, My Super Hot Wife. Oh, isn't that sweet? Your number 4 qualifier, Felipe, sponsored by MG Works and MG Design, coming from St. George, Champlain. Your 5th qualifier, Steve Bortolotti, coming from Toronto, Ontario, sponsored by Orca and LMR Products. Thanks to Corey, Ian, Andrew, and my dad for all the laps this weekend, and to Mark and the entire Niagara On-Road Club's efforts putting this event together. Your number 6 qualifier, Michael Zufelt, coming from Ottawa, sponsored by Dynamic Hobbies. Thanks to Mike and Mark and the rest of the great race. Number 7 is Gordy Tam, coming from Ottawa as well, sponsored by Dynamic Hobbies, Venom Group RC. Your number 8 qualifier, Daniel Mills, MG Works Design, ParameConcept.com from Quebec. Number 9, Elston Kelso, coming from Detroit, Michigan as well, sponsored by Serpent America, SMT Batteries, Franchise Racing Products, Riley Paints, and your bump up, Dave Locke. He's sponsored by his wallet. All right. Do I have all my marshals? All right, we got William for the middle. Do we have 2 in the middle? Let's see. Can I have one of you guys at the end of the straightaway and just one in the middle? All right, thank you. Oh, Bryce, we don't need you. All right, drivers, 6-minute race, marshals on your toes, drivers on the tone. All right, here we go, and they're off. The fastest cars of the weekend. All right, Kevin Bear in lead. Andrew Hardman right there, right off the bat. Looks like Daniel having some issues, pulling off early. Kevin Bear is trying to stretch out a little bit of lead on Andrew. Andrew has a little bit of a bobble. Let's see if he can stretch the gap Kevin has made back down. Here we go, Kevin across the stripe with 11.2. Andrew had 11.3. Dave Johnson was right there as well. He flipped the board on the straightaway. That's going to allow Philippe to get by him. Philippe now running in the number 3 position. Looks like Dave is pulling off. I don't blame Dave. I'd want to watch this race too. All right, Kevin Bear in the orange, flame green in front in the zigzag right now, coming around down the straightaway. Andrew Hartman going down the straightaway as well. The interval between those two is 1.2 seconds. Philippe running in that third spot. He's 3.2 seconds from second place. All right, Kevin Bear working his way into traffic now. Andrew Hartman starting to get into the same traffic. Let's see if that's going to allow Andrew to catch up. All right, so far your leaders are making their way through traffic pretty cleanly. Number 2, Philippe, trying to catch back up to Andrew. All right. There's a car in between 1 and 2. All right. Very nicely well done, drivers. That's why you are all in the A main. Looks like Andrew's starting to pull the gap on Kevin a little bit. There they go. They're both on the straightaway. Andrew is definitely closing in. Battle's starting to go in front of the driver's stand. Kevin's working his way into the zigzag. Andrew's into the zigzag. There they go down the straightaway once again. Into the horseshoe. There they go, 1, 2. Andrew playing it nice and tight to the boards. Cutting the corners as close as he can. Oh, Andrew cuts his board. That's going to give Kevin some breathing room. Full straightaway separates him now. 1.8 seconds. Let's see where our third place driver is. Our third place driver is down the straightaway right now. Dave Johnson closing the gap on Philippe. The battle for third is in front of the driver's stand through the zigzag right now. That orange car is Dave Johnson. Your leader though, Kevin Bear, is coming up on those guys. Philippe and Dave Johnson really duking it out as they're going through the zigzag right now. Dave Johnson gets around Philippe as they're going into the horseshoe. Here they go. Front of the driver's stand. Dave's starting to pull a little bit of gap. Oh, Philippe and Dave get together. Kevin is able to make it around all of them. Here comes Andrew. Andrew makes it around Philippe. All right. Kevin Bear making his way through the zigzag once again. Across the stripe, down the straightaway. Dave Johnson staying on his tail. Andrew trying to catch back up. Minute 56 left to go in this race. All right. Your number 2, Andrew Hartman, yellow, white, and red X-ray car in front of the straightaway, or in front of the driver's stand. Kevin Bear gets held up just a touch by some traffic. That's going to allow Andrew to close that gap. Dave gets out of the way for Andrew to make that battle happen for the number spot. 1, 2, and 3 right through the zigzag right now. Andrew flips the board. Still less than a straightaway separates 1 and 2. All right, you are in between the 1 and 2. Nice save. All right, Andrew closing the gap back up.
1 minute left.
We got less than a minute to go. Let's see what Andrew can do. There he goes down the straightaway. This is some pretty good racing. Oh, we got one flipping. All right, Kevin Bear once again in front of the driver's stand. Andrew Hartman trying to catch up. Andrew definitely catching up. There they go, both into the zigzag, coming around to the stripe. Half the straightaway separates these guys as they're going into the horseshoe. 11-1 for Kevin last time around, 11-2 for Andrew. We got 13, 12 seconds left to go. 1, maybe 2 laps left in front of the driver's stand. Andrew definitely closing up the gap in the zigzag. Let's see, is Andrew going to make it? He does. This is the last lap. When you cross the stripe, you will be done. All right, Kevin Bear is going to take the win over Touring Modified A main. Andrew Hartman worked really hard to catch back up, finishes second, and Dave Johnson is going to take third place. Congratulations, drivers.